Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome, and today we are updating my No Pan Left Behind project pan. If you don't know what this is, I have two palettes with me today and my goal is to use every single shade at least one time. I'm going to show you the looks that I have made throughout the month, and it's just a way to kind of get use out of my palettes without having a huge usage goal or without having them kind of collecting in my drawer for like multiple months. And yeah, I really enjoy it. It lets me play around, it lets me not forget any palettes, and yeah, it's just really nice for me to dabble. I'm a dabbler now. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I upload 5 videos a week, all about bright, fun, colourful makeup looks, project pans, and get ready with me's. So if that sounds like a fun time to you, stick around. Okay, so as of last month, I think I found a way that kind of works for me. I do have a focus palette. This, all the writing's rubbed off, but it's the It's My Pleasure palette from Colourpop. And this is what the palette looks like. This is my kind of focus palette. It's a pre-made palette, as you can see. And I also have decided to include a little 6 pan with singles as well. So I am actually wearing this today on my eyes and I'm really loving it. I've really liked incorporating a few single shadows into this project as well because my single shadow collection is very much neglected and it makes me really sad. It really does, because I just love my single shadows and I never reach for them. I always forget and it's really bad. Alright, so let's get into the looks. So I'm going to start with this look because obviously it's what I'm wearing today. I did do a get ready with me with this look. It should have been live the last video up, so definitely check that out. I will link it in the cards if you are interested. I was talking about luxury makeup and how I think it's probably a bit of a scam. So yeah, if that interests you, then go and check it out. But I did primarily use this little singles palette. So I did start with a black on the very outer part of the wing. Then I blended it out with this blue matte, which is from the Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette. It's the shade number 17. I did depot that whole palette to use as single shadows. Then I also blended that out with this really super bright, beautiful teal. And this is the shade Waves from the Makeup Obsession. There are so many Revolution sub-brands. Hang on. Obsession LA Dreams palette. That's the one. That's the one. So we're going to take both of these out because we have used both of those, and that leaves us with these shades here. So I think those two are the only shades from this project that I've used on my eyes today. So that's 2 down. So then I'm actually going to talk about this look. It was very similar to this look that I'm wearing today. That was not done on purpose. Yeah, I feel kind of silly doing the same look nearly twice, just with different colours. So I'm very sorry, it's not very interesting for that reason. I did do a YouTube shorts on this look. I'm pretty sure I have started doing YouTube short tutorials a lot more, and a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy them. So if you haven't checked them out, definitely check them out. But for this look, I used this palette. I started with the shade Sleeper, which, look at this dip, by the way. I might have to roll that into a project soon because, yeah, massive dip in that. So I used the shade Sleeper, then I blended that out with Fan Fiction, which is here, and then I blended that out with Kitten Fish, which is just a really light pastel purple on the top. And then I also actually put Earth Shine just in the center, just to add a little bit more shimmer and a little bit more dimension as well. You can't really see it because the lashes do kind of cover it up, but it is there. I promise it is there. So that was the second look that we did. Now I'm going to show you the third look that we did, which is on screen now. I did as well do a YouTube shorts with this look. So I used Sleeper again. I like this shade. I really do enjoy this shade. I blended that out with Pretty Cruel, which is up here, just to make more of a mauvey look. And then I actually put Bare Minimum here, which is this shimmer shade, as a base for, let me get it, this little shadow here. This is the shade Prism from the Pastel Roses. This is such a strange shadow because it kind of goes pink, purple, blue with a little bit of like yellowy green in it as well. Under my beauty lights, this looks awful. It really doesn't look good. But then under natural lighting, this looks so beyond beautiful. Like, I'm hoping you can kind of see the shifts in this. It is so beyond stunning. And yeah, it's really weird how it reacts to different lighting. Very, very strange. So we used Prism in that look, and we also put this shade, which is Frosty, in the inner corner as well, which means we only have 2 shades from this palette left to use. This shade is beautiful. Frosty is so stunning. It is like a blue to yellow duochrome, and it is beautiful. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite shades ever. Love. In love. Beautiful. Okay, so that means we have Do or Dough, which is this shade here. We have Chicklit, and we also have Mr. Sandman left to use from the It's My Pleasure palette. So I'm actually going to take these out of the palette because Colourpop shades are magnetic. Okay, so this is the little singles palette right now, the 3 shades that we have left to use, and then the 2 shades that we have left to use from the singles. And these are all the shades that we have used in this It's My Pleasure palette. So I'm going to go off camera really, really quickly. I'm going to find a new palette to work on this month, and I'm also going to find one more single shadow just to pop here to fill up this space as well. So I'm really excited. I'm going to have a little rummage through, and I will see you in 1 second. Okay, I am back and I've picked my shades. So I'm going to start with the singles. I was going to pick Jupiter from the Pastel Roses, which was like a green to brown flip, but I did realise that the only purple matte in this palette was this really light pastel shade, so I've actually gone and included Purple Punch from J Star. I do want to say I do not support J Star in any way. That's why all of his shades are depotted in my singles collection, but I just think it would help me a lot to use 1, 2, 3, 4 purple shimmers if I have at least one more purple matte. I know it is a very similar shade to the It's My Pleasure palette, but I just think it would be a lot easier than having one random shade thrown in there. Like a green in here would not really go very well. So I think I've made the right choice. I can't really remember the last time I reached for this shade as well, so I think it will be a good decision to use this shade. So this is my little singles palette right now. I'm so excited to play around with this, but I'm even more excited to play around with the palette. So I was originally going to pick the Blue Moon palette from Colourpop. You guys know I love blue. I have missed my blue eyeshadow, but I've decided to go with the P. Louise Stack 'em Up palette. So this still has some blues. I am a little bit concerned because the shade Payday is quite similar to this shade, our single shade here. They are very, very similar, identical pretty much. But you know what, it's fine. We'll just use one shade twice. Wow, that's so handy being magnetic. Look at that. But yeah, we're still keeping with that blue purple theme. I've been really liking it over the past few weeks, kind of going into spring. This teal is so stunning. All of these teals are so beautiful. Yeah, I'm just really excited to play around with this because I've only played with this palette a few times and I think it deserves a little bit more love. So yeah, these are what we are playing with this month. I'm so excited to get some really beautiful looks for you guys. I'll obviously include them all in our next update. And yeah, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you. If you did enjoy this video, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I hope you have an incredible day. This was such a short video, I feel like. I feel weird ending it already, But yeah, there's not really much else to say. What was your favourite look? Let me know. I know 2 of them were so similar. I'm so sorry. But here we are. Oh well. Have an amazing day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye!